You're listening to BQN. Assimilate the audio.
And I'm Mitch.
And we are
the Bargain Bin Gamers.
Oh my god, we're here.
Oh my god, the Gen Pop is here.
The Gen Pop?
The young people will get it.
I don't understand. 6 and 7 or something. I don't know.
What a topical reference.
I don't know what it means though.
Anyway, we're coming to you live from PAX 2025 here in Melbourne.
Yeah, PAX Australia. We're back again for the second year in a row. And this time they've let us in as actual official members of the media.
We're not just general public harassing people anymore. We're media.
Yeah, and we have just done something pretty exceptional. What did we do?
We just played Pokemon Legends ZA.
Oh, right there at that now very crowded booth. Because we got in for our little exclusive 1 hour media time, which we spent the entire hour in the Nintendo booth.
We beelined immediately to Pokemon Legenza because I needed it. It was a requirement of me.
Now, it's coming out very soon, which is exciting. Now, I'm going to let you talk about this because you're the Pokemon freak.
Well, we got to play 2 demos. So there was Part A and Part B. Part A, we kind of like toured around and did the ZA Royale, which is kind of like the nighttime event where you like battle different people. We had to collect a certain amount of points. The lady thought it was quite funny that I was very good at the game, a game made for children as a 28-year-old. But I've played Pokemon a few times, so I managed to pass the first demo pretty easily, and I got a fancy little badge for it, like a gym leader. Yeah. The first part, it was mostly just player-on-player battling, so battling NPCs.
Player-on-player action.
Player-on-player action, PvP. It's not PvP. But it was really, really good, so you could sneak up on people, get an extra bonus. I couldn't beat the final super boss, which I think was part of the demo. It was 5 levels higher than any of my Pokemon and immediately killed all of them. So I think it was supposed to be the end. But it was very good. For graphics-wise, I was pretty happy. It is just a corridor though, so if it wasn't good graphics, I'd be pretty upset. And then the lady also got a bit worried because I opened the map and I looked around the map and she was like, oh, close that. I don't think I was supposed to see that.
So you liked the graphics?
I actually thought the graphics looked fairly good for Pokemon. I'm just prefacing for Pokemon, okay? Yeah. However, as a Switch 2 game, $109 they want me to pay for that game.
And he will.
And I will, by the way.
And he will.
I think they could have done it slightly better. It was a bit stiff.
Yeah.
Specifically when I got to Part B, which is where Zygarde was taking me around the city. Incredibly, they did not have any animation for that Pokemon taking me up to the building. It was just a cut to black, which is very Pokemon. But then I got to battle a Mega Absol, which I also beat as well. And the lady was very impressed with me, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I thought the graphics they look exactly like what we're already used to.
Yeah.
Which I guess is fine because this is not a game that was probably originally being developed for the Switch. We're getting a Switch 2 version of a Switch 1 game.
Yes.
What did you think of the city setting? Because I know that's been getting a lot of flack because it's not a big open world. It looked pretty barren to me.
Yeah, it did look quite barren. They had the classic Pokemon thing, which is just the auto-generating sparkles on the ground for items to give the world something to do. But unfortunately, unless this is just like a tailor-made version for the trailer, it is a pretty soulless city. There was 3 whole trainers that I got to battle, and there was a couple of NPCs that were like giving me feedback. I'm hoping and praying that when this game does actually come out, it's actually a proper livable city. I know that you can explore the roof. I was mentioning to Davey while waiting, I hope there's some underground sections as well to give the map a little something, because from the brief snippet of the map that I did get to sneak at before I was bullied out of the map, it wasn't very big. So this city is very much easily explored in like a one Assassin's Creed vantage point, and that's it. So what did you think? Did you think it was a bit sparse, did you say?
Yeah, it just kind of looked a bit like 2 generations ago to me.
It did kind of give me that. So,
but, I mean, I guess it's Pokemon and people will play Pokemon because they love Pokemon.
Yes.
Like, what else is there to say? I mean, are you paying $110 for it next week when it comes out?
Yeah, I'm going to stay up till midnight. I'm going to spend the money. So, unfortunately, you're welcome, Pokemon. Enjoy my money. So, but the second part, which was the boss battle against Mega Absol, thought it was really, really good.
It looked pretty.
It looked really pretty. The game was very intuitive. You know, there's like a lock-on, lock-off mode that you need to be in. To lock on is to attack, and when you're locked off, you're like kind of free to roam. I got to like dodge roll and Dark Souls my way around this Mega Absol that was very, very good. But the game felt very intuitive with the new battle style, which is where like it's kind of more real time. I thought I was going to dislike it more. I actually thought it was quite good. So I will give the demo an 8 out of 10. I thought it was really, really good. It's left me with the feelings that I assumed these demos are supposed to do, which is I want to go and spend money on that game. They're lucky that their booth was so poorly set up, I didn't know where to go and pre-order. So they almost got my money.
I know. I loved how, like, so in the demo one, you had, like, 2 girls helping you out and showing you what to do, and they knew their stuff, and then we went to demo 2, and she's like, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Mine's Eevee, and I was like, yeah, nice. Yeah. She was very interested in the fact that I'd played a Pokemon game before. She was like, oh, have you done this? I'm like, yeah, I've played every Pokemon game. She's like, oh, this will be a walk in the park then. Yeah. And it was.
Which brings me to a point about the Nintendo booth. So we were in there for an hour. There's lots of games there to play. We only played 2. But I jumped on. I wanted to play Elden Ring to see how that's shaping up. Looks shit.
Not good.
Sorry. Well,
Sorry, Elden Ring.
I spent like 5 minutes of it and I'm like, nah, I hate this. But I was like, the marketing staff in there don't really know what's going on, unfortunately. I'm like, when does this come out? And he's like, oh, it's already out. And I'm like, no.
Most certainly
it's
isn't.
out on the other consoles, but it's not out on this. And then he went and asked, he was like, yeah, no, it's out. I'm like, it's not. He goes, oh, no, all the first-party games here are all already out. And I'm like, they're not, because there are other first-party games out there.
We literally just played one that comes out next week.
Yeah. So I was just like, all right, well, you're doing a good job, mate. You're doing a good job.
Keep it up, guys.
I don't want to, like, criticize too much, but I just did. Well, I got to play something that I'm really looking forward to, which was Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Yes.
Now that was a good-looking game.
This isn't a game. This is a game.
Gotta get on the fucking next generation.
It did look good. It did look good, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, look, visually, I think this is the best Metroid has ever looked, which is what you would hope for. This looks like a next generation game it looks like something that should be on the Switch 2, even though it has a Switch 1 version. Like, it looked pretty. The lighting effects, reflections, character models.
Oh yeah, that reflection in Samus's like visor of the enemy that cool scene. I thought that was really sick.
Yeah, it was really, really good. It was just a 10-minute demo, I think, leading up to one of the first boss fights. Yeah. Boss fight was pretty good. You know, like a normal Metroid boss, shoot the weak spots until it's dead.
Shoot the glowing weak spots.
Yeah. Interestingly, though, they want you to use the alternative controls here at PAX today in the Nintendo booth.
I saw that.
So I could either play mouse controls, or I could play with 2 Joy-Cons in either hand with the, like, pointy.
The pointy, yeah.
The mouse controls were fine. The guy who was going before me, he was like, oh, that's really surprising. Thank you for encouraging me to do that. And I'm like, you didn't have much choice.
You were forced, basically.
You were forced to do it. I don't know. I'm older. I'm an older gentleman.
No, you don't say.
No. And my hand was getting all crampy. And
I mean, they're not very big, so it's kind of hard to, like...
And I was never a PC first-person shooter gamer anyway, so it didn't really kind of mean much to me.
Not very intuitive to you.
No, it wasn't very intuitive to me, so I just eventually defaulted to the 2 Joy-Cons. And the motion, like, using the motion control part, that was okay. Yeah. I'm not going to do that when I buy the game.
No. Going to use a Pro Controller.
I'm just going to use a Pro Controller because that's what I know, because I can sit back and I don't want to be sitting there. It's like I don't want to go back to the Wii days.
It's the Wii.
I had fun on the Wii days, but they're over.
Yeah.
Right? When I'm usually sitting there, slot back, wearing clothes that are not fit for public consumption, playing my game with my dog on my lap, that's all I really want.
Exactly.
But anyway, so that's our wrap up of the Nintendo booth. We've got lots of other content coming throughout the weekend, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So until then, I've been Davey.
And I've been Mitch.
And we are
the Bargain Bin Gamers. Pre-order Pokemon Legends EA now.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up on YouTube or follow the podcast wherever you get your podcast from and leave us a 5-star review. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky and follow along on our live Twitch streams. You can also continue the conversation in our BQN podcast Discord by clicking the link in the episode description. Don't forget that the Bargain Bin Gamer is part of a larger network of podcasts called the BQN. You can support this and other BQN programs by becoming a patron over at patreon.com/BQN. We'd love to hear your feedback on the episode. Leave us a comment on YouTube or send us an email to bargainbingamer, GAYMER, @gmail.com. Until next time, au revoir.
Double T Media.